So we offer a range of services, and we actually touch bases in our services from programs that are required for regulatory compliance, such as FSMA, and programs that sometimes are required by customers, such as the GFSI schemes like FSSC 22000, SQF, BRCGS, Global Gap, and others. So if you find me online and you require or have any of these requirements, we can help you with those. So SCS can help you with, again, different regulatory scheme programs from the standpoint of consulting. We work with clients that have regulatory requirements for preventive controls for human foods, preventive control for animal foods. Foreign supplier verification is a program. It's a big service that we provide to our clients. And from the GFSI compliance, those are certifications that SCS Global Services provide, but we as SCS Consulting Services can assist with the clients to get prepared for that certification audit. So these GFSI programs are FSSC 22000, BRCGS, Global Gap, SQF, and Primus GFS. Pre-assessment audits are performed by auditors, consultants, or professionals that are knowledgeable on the scheme that they are assessing against. During a pre-assessment audit, these professionals will actually go over the requirements of the scheme and determine if the site has non-conformances against that scheme, and then they will generate a report. On the other hand, gap assessments, it's somewhat similar to a pre-assessment audit. The major difference between the two of them is that during the report that is generated on the gap assessment, the consultant or professional that is conducting this assessment is able to provide a recommendation on how to close these non-conformances or what kind of corrective actions can be put in place to close these non-conformances found during a gap assessment. A consultant or auditor or professional that conducts a pre-assessment audit cannot provide these kind of recommendations. Typically, because we want to assess implementation of the programs that has been written, we like to go and visit the site in order to observe and inspect the facility for that implementation. So technically, we should be visiting the site, but we have developed a process into which we actually can do the inspection and the observation of implemented programs via remote. And we have applied it during this pandemic, and it has resulted in a very good technique, and it has been very successful with our clients as well. Yes, we have experts in our team that are able to review labels from our clients and provide recommendations of compliance. And if they're not compliant, then they'll provide recommendations on how to make those labels compliant to the current US regulations. We assist our clients in inspecting the buildings and equipment for sanitary design compliance. US regulations have stipulations on how the equipment and facilities need to be built or designed in order to provide sanitary conditions and avoid contamination of foods. So our team of experts can either go to the site, inspect the site, and make recommendations to the building, or they can inspect the equipment and make recommendations about the equipment. We look at all aspects. We look at plans, we look at the site itself. And then once we have done all the inspection needed and all the documentation review needed for this kind of service, then we are able also to provide a letter of compliance or a letter that states whether the building or the equipment are designed to maintain sanitary conditions as expected in the law. If they are not in compliance, then we make recommendations to bring this either site or equipment to compliance. So we have a team of experts that combined have over 30 years of experience in the different areas of the food supply chain. And these experts have experience and knowledge in the implementation of food safety management systems, whether they're hazard-based or they're GFSI required. And by working with us, you will get services on how to assess any non-conformances that you may have, or how to actually bring your facilities or your programs to conformance or compliance in order to satisfy whether it's regulatory or customer requirements.